night. I did not sleep because sleeping's for bitches. But no, I was up all night reading, and I read like 300 pages in my book. I mean, Ohayo, minna. Why didn't you sleep? I was reading. I was gonna do work, but then I said no. Because I was I was gonna do work, but then I thought, like, what if I didn't? Well, because the thing is, the stuff I had to do was like, I had to transfer a lot of stuff from my laptop to my desktop, and I could not be asked. So that's how that went. Yeah. I read like 300 chapters of The Crow Prince because I ordered that book series. That was the original series I intended to get instead of the Serpents in the Night or whatever. I'm kind of sad though, because everyone on Book Talk led me to believe that everyone on Book Talk led me to believe that it was like more romance than it actually was, but it was more political intrigue, and which I'm fine with, right? But like, it wasn't my expectation going into it. It's nighttime for you? Well, your time zone doesn't matter. My time zone does. Even though I'm making the time to do EU Bro stream. Good morning. But yes, going on. Today I will be giving advice. And you wonder, what can this fucking rat give in terms of advice? You would be surprised. I actually give very good advice. A lot of people come to me for advice. Shocking, I know. Oh, it's kind of nice actually because hold on. So before it wasn't for you, Salt. Shut the fuck up. So before, because of the positioning of my my desk and my phone, it was a lot harder to have good tracking. So hopefully it's better now. It sucks because I'm actually a really expressive person, but unfortunately it does not really get captured. How to do life money glitch? Okay, that's one thing I can't give advice on. I just spent like $100 on delivery, and my finances are already in dire straits. Yeah. It's surprising how good my advice is. You know what that is? It's called Gap Moa, you fucking idiots. You know nothing. But let's see. Let me look at the advice today. It's weird. I'm looking at myself and I'm so big on screen. I've never been this big on screen before. I got the 27-inch monitor and it's pretty fucking big. That's what she said. Let's see. I got some last week, but I didn't read. I don't know. Do you want me to put them all on screen? There aren't that many right now. There's only like 20. You can do multiple things, okay, Miguel? This one I don't think I should answer. Don't send me Maros about your tiny little penis, okay? I can barely see the Maro. I don't need to see this. Let's see. Oh, here's one. How do I download this? Is it like this? Oh. I'll be yours. I won't make you cry. Whatever you need, I'll be by your side. And then I gave you my ears to see what colors. Okay, here's one. Oh, this one is difficult for me. Fun fact, Embers only have how do you say this? Saki Perer? Kid. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that because it's too hard. Hi Altia, how are you doing? Okay, this is the first question. How to make friends as an adult? Having been legitimately friendless for quite a few years now, I've become really socially awkward and want to meet new people. Do you have any recommendations on how or where to start? Thanks. Well, firstly, don't feel bad for this if you feel bad. I am currently trying to reach out and be more friends with people, or friends with more people, because I only have like a handful of close friends, maybe like 5 or less. So that said, I think one thing that people don't really do is be themselves, especially like if you want to make friends online, right? Just be yourself, because eventually you're gonna find someone that clicks, and you're gonna find someone that's just as fucking insane as you are, if you are insane, because that happens to me. You know, if what I would do is if there's someone that you have like your eye on as a potential friend, I'm not saying to stalk them, right? But I am saying that like you should look for something that you both have in common and capitalize on that. So if you both like the same like music, for example, right? I'm not someone that is very good at forcing friendships. So what I do is, if there's someone I want to make friends with, I look and see what we have in common and how I can like start up a conversation with them. I just like approach them. Yeah, I scout people before befriending them. I mean, it's kind of like a necessary thing for me, you know? Oh shit. But yeah. Look for what you have in common. Don't be afraid to be yourself and just talk to them. Because you have to understand that not everyone you meet, you're gonna click with, right? It's not always a you issue. I've met so many people that I try and fucking talk to, and they are like stale bread. You know? Stale bread and like having a conversation. It's like I'm talking to myself. And you don't have to, like, you can pick and choose your friends. You don't have to force yourself to, like, try and talk to people that don't appreciate you. Or, like, some people are just as awkward, too, and they don't realize how they come off. Yeah, and that's the thing, too. What Cringekin says is also right. It saves time on incompatibility, you know? I think one of the really important things to accept when you're actively looking to make friends, right? You should accept that not everyone is going to be your friend. Or like not everyone you're going to be able to mesh with, unfortunately. Because if you let the people that you don't mesh with, like if you take it personally, it's going to hold you back a lot. Even though in reality, it's just the case that some people just aren't compatible. Yeah, and you have to understand that people change too. Right? For better or for worse. So, you can also meet people at places that you find that are like maybe like a hobby shop or something. Don't be afraid to chat up like someone near you, you know? If they're like looking at a product that you really like, that you're a fan of. You would be surprised how many friendships start that way. Well, that's if you touch grass. Personally, I'm more afraid to talk to people online and like make friends with them rather than talk to strangers. I have no problem talking to strangers whatsoever. Enjoy your lunch. But yeah, that would be my advice. I hope that is helpful to you. No, I don't want this one. Whatever you need, I'll be by your side. And then I gave you my youth to be all the colors. What? Oh. Hold up. Oh, here's one. I think it's because most of my identity is online, so if I fuck up making a friend there, I can't just never see them again, you know? It's different. I actually have less of a chance interacting with people online, or like IRL again, than I have a chance of accidentally interacting with someone I know online again. Dude, you don't understand. Everyone has to like me all the time, otherwise I crumble in the dust. That was something that I personally used to struggle with. I used to always feel the need to be liked. Ironically, people like, I guess, being mean to me help me accept that, like, not everyone's gonna like me. Oh shit. What the fuck? And it's people will dislike you when you're online, especially when you're like an online personality, right? People will dislike you for any reason. They will find any reason to dislike you. You really can't take it personally. It's they will literally, I've had so many people like write delusional comments and completely misrepresent me or things I said, and I'm like, what the fuck are you on? What? I didn't say anything like that. You know, like they'll misquote me, they'll misunderstand what I say. This happens all the time. Oh, just like anywhere. It happens on all social media. It's just the nature of it. Let's see. Oh, why isn't Great Demon Queen Rana? I have a habit of lack of motivation, whether it be school or work. Went on a self- Fuck off! Fucking fuck! It keeps opening my other browser, taking me a prompt to- Oh my god, it just did it again. Whatever. Went on a self-reflection a while back to give myself a lift, but was only temporary and resort back to my old habit. Kindly share your thoughts on this matter, Great One. For me, personally, right? I was like a NEET for quite a while, and like I was working on some other stuff, but I don't know if I was putting my full heart into it all the time. I think like I had one foot out the door because I was afraid of failing, if that makes sense. Like I knew I had a lot of potential, but I was afraid to put all my eggs in one basket. You know? And even though I hated myself a lot, it still didn't change anything. And you would think that self-hatred would be such a good motivator. I mean, I guess it depends on the person. For some people, self-hatred is a really good motivator. For other people, it just makes them regress. You know? Like, I would spend years thinking... I felt when I was much younger, right? I felt like I was so behind my peers. I felt like I was so... Okay, like let's say for example, right? At 19, I felt like I was so behind because of my schooling situation, right? And... how do I put this? Because I felt so behind, I started doing less. Because I felt like the more I felt like I was behind, the more I felt it was pointless. When I look in hindsight, right, many years later, I realized that I really wasn't. Everything you think in your head is way worse than it actually is. Like 99.9% of the time. I know. Like, oh my god! I'm so tired of this, dude. I'm so fucking tired of this. Let me see. Numbers I'll be yours. I won't fight or make you cry. It won't even let me log in. Whatever you need, I'll be by your side. Can I update it? No? Fuck off. Fuck off. Hi, Kilia. Hello, my love. Wait, did you release your original song already? If you have, wait, let me check your channel real quick so I can plug your shit. Let me look. Did you release it? Oh, you released your original song! Okay, I haven't listened to it yet, but I will listen to it later and comment. Guys, if you haven't looked at her original song, do it. But don't fucking spoil it for me, I swear to God. I hope you are doing well, though. You're so cute. I'm so happy for you! I'm so excited to watch this. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted. My point is that the longer the time I spent thinking I was a lazy piece of shit, and well, I was a lazy piece of shit. Well, no, I mean, it wasn't that simple, but like, the time I spent thinking that, I could have spent bettering myself, you know? I think one thing that might help you is that don't put a time limit on things. Just, I'll pull up my Shia LaBeouf here. Just do it, okay? Even if you don't do it the next day, even if you skip a week after that, whenever you feel like doing something, do it. You know, take those little bursts of motivation that you might feel and capitalize on them every single time. I'm covering my beautiful face. I love you too! Oh fuck, that's the wrong one. Shit, bro. Oh shit. Whatever you need, me. Okay, there we go. Like, part of the reason why you struggle with motivation, I mean, it could also be like depression, right? I don't know if you're able to see a therapist. I was looking up therapist prices without insurance, dude. That's just expensive. It's like on average 120 to 200. And I was seriously considering it yesterday. I'm like, dude, I need somebody to talk to. I need a fucking therapist. And this is someone, like, I'm someone who has gotten therapy before, okay? And it didn't do fuck all for me. It was when I was in school, like I was in high school and I was too anxious to go to school. So, yeah. They are so expensive. Yeah, I'm so very inspirational. Yeah. My personal, I guess the best advice I can give you is don't give yourself timelines. Just do it whenever you feel like doing it and reward yourself for doing that. Because honestly, you're probably too hard on yourself. I know, because I'm too hard on myself. And when you're too hard on yourself, it's not always the most constructive thing. Sometimes you just need to reward yourself for the little things, because the little things are what's hard, like what are hardest for you. You know, just because it's not hard for somebody else doesn't mean it's not hard for you, you know? There's a lot, yeah, there is a lot of trial and error that goes into finding a therapist. So, don't think about whether these things they should be easy, okay? It doesn't matter if they should be easy, quote unquote. The point is they're not easy for you. Like, maybe you have things that are easy for you that are not easy for others, right? And you don't have to hold yourself to their standards because you're your own person. You have your own struggles. Yeah. I got a thingy for my desk that holds up my cup. I'm not using it because I'm a dumbass. But now I feel compelled to use it because I paid... How much did I pay for this? $13? A bit of plastic. Yeah, I deserve to go into financial ruin. That's on me. Okay, you bros, you guys don't get to talk, okay? You guys get nice things. We don't get anything. You guys get paid to go to school. Yeah, hold on. There was this I wish I could show you guys this short, because there's this woman and she does shorts about diets and stuff, right? And she'll be different people in different skits, right? So in the first skit, she'll be commenting on this lady. She'll be like, oh my god, she only has like fruits in her cart. She's eating so healthy, blah blah blah. And then it cuts to the lady with the cart's point of view, and she's like, I have to get all these fruits because yesterday I ate like absolute shit, you know? And it goes like on and on in this, where you see different people's point of views and you see them like thinking everyone else has such a better situation or they're doing so much better, you know? And it's important to remember that what you see on the surface is not necessarily indicative of real struggles. Everybody wants to, like, it's human instinct to wanna like hide your weakness, you know? Like that's just survival instinct. So you're not gonna wanna let people know when you're struggling, you know? So of course things that maybe aren't easy for them are gonna seem easy. So just remember to keep that in mind. Let's see. This one I'm not gonna put up on stream, but I'm gonna share my thoughts. Actually no, I am gonna put this one up on stream. Hold on. Whatever you need, I'll be by your side. This is important. Do you think that Yoshi gets embarrassed when he poos out eggs in front of Mario? Absolutely. Okay, next one. And by absolutely, I mean absolutely not. Yoshi is a shameless fuck. He doesn't give a shit, dude. Aside from the eggs. Those are kind of shit. Oh my gosh. Also, thank you to the person that reminded me to call to get a physical therapy consultation. Even though I'm not gonna, because it's expensive. I don't know who sent it. Hold on. Is it this one? I wonder who this one is. Hi Rana, just want to say I'm a big fan who found you recently. Your streams always brighten my day and you are a source of inspiration for my endeavors. I wish you nothing but success in your streams, and I personally think you'll go further than anyone ever before. Okay, so ask my question for tomorrow. Since this is about questions, obviously, lol. If you had to only play one game on stream forever, which would it be and why would you choose Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? It could have been someone pretending to be DuelLogs. That said, DuelLogs will be punished anyways. Yep. What's this one? Also, by the way, if you guys ever send me Maros, I do read them. I actually reread them over and over. Like, if it's... Sometimes people... It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes people will send me, like, Maros saying, like... Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let me read this one. Hey Ron, just want to say I've been really enjoying all the content streams so far. To me, you bring a new energy of fun, interaction, maturity to your streams. You mentioned being disappointed in how chat is being tone deaf / socially blind about your boundaries, and I feel bad and want to apologize. I'm pretty sure I haven't said anything bad, but if I did, and because chat's a collective hive mind, barely a mind to be honest, I still want to apologize. Life is getting busy and I can't be in chat all the time. When I am there, I'm going to make more of an effort to push good vibes. And I don't mean that in a menu modding kind of way. We have actual moderators for that. It's probably silly to send this, but a lot of VTubers I follow have mentioned it's important to let your favorite streamer / Oshi know that you like them and support them instead of waiting for a point where they post a sad Maro / tweet, or worse, when they graduate. I reread this one a couple times because I check my Maros every day. Things like this make me happy. Also, welcome back, Jay. That's true, I am always right. I feel a mix of terror, excitement, and shame whenever I think about the content I'm making. I try not to compare myself to others. I was listening to bathroom. You're dumb, bad confession? Don't worry, I'll reject you. There is only one instance where Renatics will not get rejected, and that's maybe in an ASMR stream, or it's a roleplay. A very disgusting roleplay where I'm nice. Oh, fuck, where is it? Oh shit. I feel a mix of terror, excitement, and shame whenever I think about the content I'm making. Try not to compare myself to others when I look around and see other people's work. I feel like I'm not working hard enough and that I can never compare to them. I don't know who sent this, Maro, but... Also, if you don't want me to post the Maro on, on screen, I'm gonna post them on screen, so... Some people sign their name. If you sign your name in my Maros, unless you explicitly state otherwise, I'm gonna assume you're okay with me showing it. Like on Twitter, on stream, okay? So, if anyone has any objections to a Maro that they signed, you gotta tell me now. Okay? I'm just letting you know. But, I mean, okay. So this person that sent me this Maro, do you think I work hard? Because I will tell you right now, I don't think I'm working that hard. I mean, admittedly, my circumstances kind of fucked me a bit. Right? Like, to be honest, it's really hard editing with my arms. Like, even if I just, like, hold my mouse for a bit. I have a vertical mouse. I'm thinking of going back to it, but that's low-key. Maybe I can just compensate with my wrist, but I actually had a wrist. I had a wrist RSI before, and then because I was compensating with my forearms, that's how I got a forearm RSI. And it's been going on like this for like 2 years. A vertical mouse is like a mouse that's instead of your hand being your palm facing the ground, right? Your palm faces the side. So my right arm on my desk, my pinky would be on my desk, and then it would move it. No, mine didn't have a ball on top. Yeah, no. I've had this for like 2 years now. It's kind of unlucky. No, I'm disappointed in myself for not posting more shorts and stuff. But the thing is, I'm more of a quality versus like quantity person. So I try to put like 110% into everything that I do. Which unfortunately isn't always the best thing for like algorithm purposes and stuff. And I could do I could work harder. I should be posting on TikTok more. I should be like doing all this stuff. It's just hard to allocate the energy, especially like when your life is a mess. So that's something that I'm personally working on. Like, I had a friend offer to get me therapy, and I was like, nah. Because one, I'm terrible at asking for help, and two, right? I know that if I was to get therapy, it's a lot of emotional energy to rewire your thinking. Because the thing is, when you go to therapy, right, it's not just like you talk about your problems, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if that's what you want, maybe you can do that, right? But sometimes you get like homework, sometimes you get like exercises that you have to do, which require a lot of emotional energy, you know? And you have to constantly focus on rerouting these negative thoughts that you had and change them, you know? It's not that simple. So I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm in the right headspace to get therapy right now. Like, I don't think I have the energy to rewire my brain. That's basically what it is, you know? When you're making positive changes to your lifestyle. Dude, if I were to go through all my trauma, it would take like 3 to 4 sessions, unironically. At least. Probably, actually, maybe more. It would probably go like maybe 5 to 7 sessions. And those sessions are so expensive, bro. Your earnesty? Am I an earnest person? I guess so. I've never really been described as that, but when I think about it, it's not wrong. Oh, but yes, I'm sorry, I forgot. I did not mean to ignore your motto. Fuck off, Opera! I don't want to deal with you right now. My point is, like, a lot of people think that I work really hard, right? But from my perspective, I don't do shit. You know? Trauma stream of chat, we might not have a medical license, but we work for free. I don't think I could go into my drama on stream. There are lots of stories I would like to tell you guys, but I could not. I already told you guys the story about that dude that called me fat on Christmas. And then I don't know why he thought that was a good way to ask me out. That was funny. That was funny. Good times. Yeah. Yeah, my point is, you're always gonna make comparisons, you know? I make comparisons all the time. And like, it's exhausting. It's really exhausting, never being happy with yourself, you know? And I don't blame you for feeling this way. But what I do think you should keep in mind is that while you're making comparisons, right? I'm sure there are people in your positions that are making comparisons to you. And progress isn't linear. You genuinely, where would you be if not, like, for failure? Can you imagine how shitty it must feel to be a genius? You never get the satisfaction of like improving really as a genius. That's one thing that you can like, if you consistently put in that effort, you will eventually have that satisfaction. You just probably won't realize it because you're so in your head. But every day you will be improving little by little. It's like you draw every day for 30 days, right? And you are so focused on your progress. You're drawing every day. You're looking at what you're making. And you feel like shit about it every day. But if you were to take your art at the 30th day versus the first day, right? You would see side by side there is a massive improvement. But because you are constantly like, the progress is very incremental, you're gonna feel like shit about yourself. And you shouldn't feel like shit about yourself, because honestly, like, the fact that you are even putting in the effort to improve yourself is a lot, and you should be proud of yourself for that. So I know that may not solve your problems, but I just try to remember these things. But I'm really fucked up, so that doesn't help me that much. Ah! Yeah, that's my opinion. Like, if it makes you feel better, okay? I'm in the guys and girls that try really hard, but not in a cringe way. People that really put their best effort in. So think of me as motivation. Motivation you'll never have, but motivation nonetheless. But you know what I'm saying, right? Most geniuses are geniuses when they are young and crumbles after high school because they never had any work ethic or know how to improve. I think it's like, they're way better than they are for their age, and then it's just natural, and then they get to high school or like junior high and they see people that have tried their entire lives and they're at the same level because there's been no progress made, you know? Well, I guess that's basically what you said, but yeah. A veteran unit. Guys, we're playing for late game, okay? We're not playing for the early game. We play for late game. Don't worry about the early game. You scale, okay? You scale. Infinite scaling. Don't worry about it. As long as you keep putting in the effort. It's hard to not compare when Twitter is filled with such amazing art, but comparing... Oh my gosh, excuse me. My past self, to see my progress really helps. Yeah, you should. You've improved a lot. Even in what I've seen you do. Last time someone told me that in we scale in League, we lost. That's because you and your team are shit. Stay in bronze, bitch. For me, my friends help with a lot with building me up. You don't have friends. Stop talking. I say this a lot, but genuinely, it's really hard to just start something. So you should give yourself a lot of credit for even trying, especially in content creation. You know how hard it is to start in content creation and consistently do it? It's so fucking hard. I get paid to do this shit and it's hard. Bruh. Good morning, Kusa. How are you today? Oh. Oh, this one isn't advice. I'm stupid. Where is it? No, it's not too late to send tomorrow, but I can't promise I will get to it. Today it has to be a short stream because I actually have a meeting after this, so... Yeah. Okay. Where is this one? I'm trying to lose weight by exercising, but I always seem to give up after starting. It doesn't help that I love fried food. What can I do to keep away unhealthy food and to not stop moving? Thank you. I have this problem because I really despise exercise. Oh, happy birthday, Kusa! Everyone say happy birthday to Kusa. Feel my ass hurts. Oh my god. I really need a new chair. It'll help with my posture. Did you know that RSIs are tied to posture injuries too? God. No, I actually... When is my meeting actually? Hold on. Okay, I can stream about 2 more hours. And then I gotta cut it off. But yeah. For this, I struggle with this too. And it's hard to stay on like a diet or something. If I were you, right? If you are someone that really enjoys eating, number one thing, right? If you don't enjoy exercise, don't force yourself to exercise. Especially like time frames. If you feel motivated to exercise, great. Take on that motivation. Don't worry about stopping and starting. Because the second you put expectations on yourself, you're dooming yourself. Because for people that don't get a lot of movement, right? Exercise is like the bane of their existence. You know? Like, and don't focus on weight. Focus on like developing a healthier lifestyle. Slowly cut out foods that are not as like super unhealthy. If personally, right? I would do calories in, calories out. So figure out your maintenance calories. Calculate your maintenance calories with your height and your weight, your age, your activity levels. Don't worry about exercise. This will be a long-term process. Do not like focus on your weight. Focus on feeling healthier and developing healthier habits, because the weight loss will come naturally with that. You developing healthier habits is more important. That's why like on The Biggest Loser and stuff, most of those people gain back their weight despite how hard they worked. They knew how shitty like they felt before. Right? And they still gain back the weight just because it's hard to develop those healthier habits. And frankly, they were pushing their bodies way too hard, you know? And you know, people who get gastric bypass surgery, a lot of them gain the weight back within the first year. So instead of looking to instead of constantly seeing what you can subtract from your diet, look at what you can add to make it healthier. For me, what worked, right? Worked-ish. I'm still not like 100% back to my diet, but I'm still making healthier choices than I did before to an extent, right? I eat salad a lot more often, and I don't hate it. Actually, I started to enjoy it. You know? Find a healthy food that you can eat a lot of that will make you feel satiated. One big thing is to also learn when you're full. This sounds like a really simple thing, but it's actually, if you're overweight, it's very difficult to learn when you're full. My favorite exercise? Walking to the fridge. That's my favorite exercise. Amazing. I do it a lot. Nah, I actually don't eat that much, to be honest. I didn't eat until like... Ooh... Wait. I didn't eat for the entirety of yesterday. Oh, I forgot to eat. Oops. But yeah. Fuck, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, yes. So I was saying that learn to stop eating when you're full. And if you can slowly develop willpower by drinking water when you're hungry, but you're not that hungry, you know? I personally don't like snacking. If you're ever gonna snack, get a specific portion and put it in a bowl. Do not ever eat straight from the bag. If you eat straight from the bag, you'll start bored eating. And you'll just shove things in your mouth. But no, you'll just like shove food in your mouth because you're mindless eating. And what you want to do is you want to develop consciousness of your eating habits. Like when I started eating healthier, I was so shocked at how much like faster I got full. You know? Instead of focusing like on like weight loss, just focus on being healthy. I'm seriously telling you, because as long as you do this, you will lose weight. No worries, bees. I appreciate you stopping by. Aki! Hello, thank you for the raid, my love. How was your stream? I only caught the end of it. I'm sorry. I wish I could come to your stream more often, but it's too early for me most of the time. Guys, if you haven't checked out my dummy Aki, definitely do that. Her name is just a click away. It's fucking easy. It's fucking easy to click the subscribe button. And she just did like a guitar singing stream. She sounded so pretty. So please give her lots of love and support. She deserves it. Actually, well, I can't even say I get a great rest. My sleep quality is garbage. This is Peen Peckham. Yeah, I was just giving advice on how to lose weight because I'm clearly an expert because I've lost so much weight. But no, what I'm saying is don't focus on losing weight. Focus on developing healthier habits. If you are eating something unhealthy, right? Either do it in smaller portions and slowly wean yourself off of these foods, because you will be shocked at how much processed food influences your palate. You know, you won't be able to enjoy other, like, the taste of natural foods as much. And you will notice, like, after a few like weeks or months of weaning off of more processed foods, you will change, like, you will appreciate simpler foods much more. Rana's good at losing. That's not what your mom said. Yeah, toilet paper. I would not argue that that is a sustainable way, either financially or otherwise. Okay, enjoy your supper and have fun at work. But yeah, that's my advice for that. If you want to eat unhealthy, you can also, like, if you're not ready to make those changes, you can, like, just let's say your maintenance calories is 1800, right? You can eat 1500 calories a day and you'll lose weight eventually. And like, this will change with your maintenance calories eventually, right? But you can eat the exact same foods. You just need to make sure that all your foods for the day are under 1500 calories. Intermittent fasting helped me a lot too. I eat every 16 hours usually, so like, if you intermittent fast, your body will speed up. Like, your metabolism will speed up because your body kind of goes into starvation mode. But of course, you may want to check with your doctor what is suitable for you. I'm not a doctor. This is just what worked for me. So yeah. Also, if you eat rice, I barely eat rice now. And I used to eat rice with everything, dude. Literally everything. Yeah, that's a good point, Wiz. If you're hungry, you can also try waiting another hour to train yourself on resisting hunger. Most of the time when you're used to binge eating, you'll get a false hungry flag. If you're like me and you have a binge eating problem and like food is your psychological comfort, you should, what do you call it? Try and redirect your comfort to a healthier habit, you know? I'm a soda addict and I decided to stop. Cut all soda, cheese, sugar, and bread. Started walking a bit every day. Down 35 pounds. So far, I just need patience and consistency. Hey, congratulations! Good for you. I'm proud of you, man. That's a huge change. Especially to just, like, quit. 35 pounds is a lot. And even then, quitting, like, soda is massive. I personally only drank diet, but even then, diet isn't the best for you. So, yeah. Well, that's actually one thing you can change, too. If you drink a lot of soda, switch to diet. Like, if you drink like a fuck ton of soda, switch to diet and then slowly wean yourself off of diet. I noticed myself starting to get like caffeine headaches from like too much pop. It's pop. It's not soda. It's pop. Okay, look at me. I said it's pop. Pop. You're welcome. Oh fuck, wrong one. Okay, now you're welcome. It's pop! Starts beatboxing. It's pop. It's pop. It's pop! The inventors didn't know that pop would be a better word. They didn't have the IQ at the time. It's pop. Okay? Because it goes pop. Where is it? Not this one. Okay. There you go. My family taught me huge portion sizes. Oh yeah, when you have huge portion sizes all of your life, it's really hard to get used to. Like you have a very, very warped perception. So just slowly eat less and less. It will feel like... Oh, one thing I can also give advice is eat slowly. Eat very slowly. And that will help you realize you're full. Seller cover when? I was actually thinking of making a membership goal, to be honest. Dude, my last cover was expensive as fuck. And then I'm working on 2 covers right now, but I want to have another. I want to release a cover every month. But the thing is, then I have to make more shorts instead of paying someone to make more shorts. But I feel very shameful doing membership goals. So it's the thing is, I said that I didn't want to do a donathon or anything till after 3 months because I feel like it's way too soon if you do it in the first 3 months. I don't feel like I've shown I don't feel like I have enough to show to deserve doing a donathon within the first 3 months. So I thought if I did a membership goal or something, right? It would be a longer term goal. And it would be more reasonable. I don't know, maybe that's a shameless argument. I'm not sure. But I guess you have to be a little shameless in this business, I would say. Don't be afraid to be shameless, guys. Iron cover is expensive? Yeah, but I like making content. I like singing. Well, I want to do an original song too one day, but that's also very expensive. So, what happened with that goal? I'll have to get it set up for maybe next week or so. You've seen us, you really think we have shame? That's true. You guys are shameless as fuck. But yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, we did hit the ring fit goal. It doesn't say that we have 650 members, but I know that there were 650 gifted just because people don't claim it. So the number of members I see is less than reality, because people have to actually claim the membership. So if you don't have a membership, maybe you should enable gifting. It's not that hard. That's it. I don't know how to do it. I think you have to enable in the chat or something on youtube.com for the channel for you to get a gift in. But if you enjoy the stream, you should hang out because people gift stuff regularly. And then you can use my email. We're gonna get more soon. Fuck, I need to do a follow-up on that. Fuck, I need to do a follow-up on my mascot too. Fuck! Yep. But, I don't know. I guess I could do that. At the end of the day, I'm not entitled to anything. If you guys want the Stellars cover, this is the easiest way to make sure it comes faster. You know what I mean? That's just reality, I guess. And if you don't want to support, or if you can't, then that's totally okay too. You are entitled to your own choices. And I know that you guys support me in a lot of other ways that I am grateful for. So don't feel pressured. If you want to come faster, that's how you make it come faster. Otherwise, it will come when it comes. So yeah. Okay, let me answer this. If I was looking to debut as a VTuber, what would be the best possible thing I can do to attract as much people as possible to my debut? What would be the ideal length, and what would you expect from a solid debut? I think you make the length as comfortable as you want with the content you are going to present. You know? I personally, like, some people like talking about their interests and stuff, but NSFW stream, you're fucking delusional, shut the fuck up. But not everyone is gonna have a debut the same way. You know, you don't have to do a PowerPoint during your debut. Honestly, I don't personally enjoy those a ton. It's just to, like, I would just do a general thing, and I'm seeing more and more people do this nowadays, where they do like a general debut, where they talk about stuff, right? And then they do a debut 2.0 where they go into detail or stuff like that. And I think that's really good, because you're already showing like a lot of your personality, you know? If you're gonna do a PowerPoint, just make a more general PowerPoint. Unless you are really passionate about talking about things, or you are good at talking about things and rambling. I personally think I'm pretty good at that, so I didn't mind putting a ton of like junk in my debut. I can talk for hours and hours. I think it's also very important to remember how, when you're deciding your debut, you should figure out your branding. What streaming style do you feel comfortable with? How does that, like, how is the streaming style perceived? Bye, Blood Mage. Have a good rest of your day. Like, if you're very snarky like me, right? Be aware of that, and be aware that it's gonna put a lot of people off. And you want to think of the audience you're gonna attract, right? And how you're gonna cater to them. Know your brand, know your audience. Those are some of the best things that you can do. In terms of what you can do to attract as many people as possible, I will say this, okay? Shoot your shot wherever you can. But I will say, conversion is very difficult. Let's say you have 20,000 followers on Twitter, right? Doesn't mean that you're gonna have 20,000 CCV at all. Most of those people don't give a shit about your stream. Okay? I'm telling you straight up, most of them don't give a shit about your stream. You have to make them give a shit about your stream. What they see on Twitter is not indicative of what your streams will be like. That's why start streaming before you debut, right? Start streaming and post clips. And please, for the love of God, make content before you debut. Also, welcome back, Toothpasta. I thought I would get like a notification, but I never got one. Kind of weird, chat. Yeah, make content. Also, hi. Oh my god, why does it keep opening? It's just fucking cringe. Well, it's not the browser's fault. It's just because it's my default browser. But, like, make content, whether it's like covers, ASMR, RP videos, clips, highlights. Also, I'm not saying you should only stick to one platform, but personally, if you're gonna make, like, if you're gonna regularly make, like, YouTube content, whether it be covers and other stuff, stream on YouTube. I'm not, like, it's hard to convert people if they have no idea what your content might be. It's easier to bring, like, YouTube to Twitch than Twitch to YouTube. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion. Just because, like, on YouTube, all of your stuff can be there. On Twitch, it's not like you're gonna be uploading covers on Twitch. You know? I don't know how much value people get out of dual streaming, though. There is one VTuber that I watch called Yuku, and he mostly does karaoke streams, and he's one of my favorite utaites. And he dual streams on TikTok and YouTube. I don't think he's on Twitch. Yeah. You have to understand the mindset of the viewers you're gonna have and the mindset of the audience. And you're not gonna know everything, right? There's a lot of things that you need to learn through trial and error, unfortunately. But even stupid dumb posts where you just like post your model in shoes, like low effort posts like that can garner people. You'd be surprised how many people come just for like how cute your model is. And even then, like, if you don't have a model yet, use a temporary model and stream until you can afford one. Post cursed content. You know? Yeah, it's a pretty fucking hard job. Yeah, and even if you make a viral meme post, doesn't mean that people are gonna care about your other content. That's just how it be. On Twitch, VTubers disregard YouTube or just ignore it completely, which is insane to me. It's a different culture on Twitch. There are pros and cons to both for sure. Yeah, there are a lot more options now too. There are a lot more like PNG tubers now. You know? And you can get that like Omori model. That free Omori model that you can like jazz up it yourself to make a design you like. Or some models on like Booth and stuff, they allow editing. Yeah, I prefer the integration for Twitch, but YouTube has a lot of really good benefits as well. Yeah, number one thing is to make content. If you can sing, post singing clips of you on Twitter. They do really well. I should do that more often, to be honest. I have a hard time recording anything nowadays. It's so fucking annoying. I've had to re-record so many times because of my background noise. Shit, what temperature is it right now? It feels way hot. Oh, it's because my computer is super hot. Oh my gosh. It's English VTubing on YouTube is more difficult for indies. That is one thing I will say. Like, because the rating is a lot more accessible on Twitch, it can be easier to grow as an independent YouTuber. New TikTok in a long while. Yeah, I've been super tired. And my phone's been really slow too. I don't know why it's so slow. Even though like there's like nothing on it. Maybe it's because it's on all the time. Maybe. But yeah. Also, don't be afraid to network with people, but also don't be fake about networking. I don't like fake people. I try to only network with people that like I like or want to get to know. I'm very awkward, so that's just me. And honestly, don't worry about how many people come to your debut, because honestly, you can always do a re-debut. Genuinely, like as you grow and you change, what you want out of VTubing will change. And maybe you'll want to redesign. That happens to a lot of people, you know? So don't worry so much about having a ton of people come to your debut. IMO. What I would expect from a solid debut personally, just confidence. That's one thing I can say about me, is that during my debut, I was extremely confident. You're not going to find many people that were as confident as me during my debut. It's very difficult. And I'm not a perfect person, but I'm not wrong either. What the heck? Why is it doing this? Nande, 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 nande. Fuck off! It's so cringe. This tab popping up. I don't know why. Get me. It won't even let me open this. Where is it? Here? Check for updates. Up to date my ass! Accounts. Here, I'm just gonna uninstall this. It's pissing me off. How do I uninstall it? What? Whatever. I give up. You get your W. Stupid integrated Streamlabs. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I opened up my video of slicing. What is this? What was I watching? Slicing 3,000 grams of whole tuna with a meat slicer. That's how I spend my time. You're welcome. I like YouTube more because I am first. Ah! I'm chatter first, but on Twitch it's not like me. Chat is hindered, so Twitch has more mass appeal. Do you mean like it's more of like a hive mind? I do feel like there's more of a Twitch hive mind for sure. Not many debuts have the VTubers spend most of their time talking about their favorite manhwa. Okay, but I'm different. Okay, I'm not like other VTubers. Well, this is an interesting question. Oh, this is the wrong one. I meant to put this one. Next one. Yeah, that's my advice. You're welcome. I hope it helps you. Do you have any tips for dealing with burnout? I like drawing, but recently I've just been low on motivation. Anyways, thank you for taking the time to answer. Hold on, let me just... This is disgusting. Let me... Yep. Much better. Much better. Ah, I feel pleased. Anyways. I would personally... How do I say this? As someone that suffered from pretty bad burnout, but I guess I never stopped working, huh? Well, no, that's not true. I did kind of stop for a while. I think it's important to remember why you like it in the first place, and it's okay to take time away from it. Like, there's nothing stopping you from taking time away from it, unless it's your job, right? Like, if it's your hobby and you're dealing with burnout, seriously, take time away from it. And, like, I would say probably at least 2 weeks to a month or so, you should take away from drawing and just focus on enjoying yourself and other aspects of your life, because the thing is, when you start to get burnt out, it's because you're ruining the joy that you get out of doing something for you. You know what I mean? I'm so fucking tired of this. I can't even... I can't. It won't let me log in. Oh my god. Now it's Twitter. How do I uninstall? I'm sorry, this is really pissing me off. It literally opens up like every 2 seconds. What is going wrong with my computer? Oh, I did it again. Because of course I could. Maybe this will. Good nighty natty. Rest well. Dude, it's so hot as shit. Well, actually, I don't know if you're resting. It's probably daytime for you. Whatever. I give up. I give up. I keep trying to fix it and it will not fix, and I do not know why. It just despises me for some reason or another. It's really fucking annoying. Anyways, take a break from what you're doing. You know, try to... I would take a complete break. Try not to look at any art you see, you know? Wait till the inspiration comes to you, because you will naturally begin to feel like... Find something that you're passionate about. Like, I don't know what kind of art you draw, right? But like, maybe you like drawing fan art. So if you have a favorite series you like, post it towards the end of your break. Find a moment, whether it's in your life or like in some media that you really, really enjoy, and try and illustrate it. You know? And don't focus on it being good. You know? Just try and draw something that you would enjoy. And like, try to look back and remember why you enjoyed like drawing in the first place. Because if it's a hobby and you're ruining this hobby for you, for yourself, then I mean, of course you're gonna get burnt out. How's your weekend? Paper cut aside, I'm tired as shit. I didn't sleep. I've been up since like yesterday afternoon. So that's kind of unlucky. Oh, yeah. That's my advice. Is there anything else I can offer you? Oh, one thing I will say is that burnout is almost always temporary. As long as you're kind to yourself and you give yourself like time, you'll be back at it. Sometimes you just need to step back because you get in a shitty headspace and that's how you get burnt out. Okay, I gotta hurry it along because I only have like an hour left to stream. Or is it 2 hours? I don't remember. Let's see, what is this one? Dude, fuck, I hate this. Is it this one? Yeah, let me uncrop this one. How can you raise a pigeon? As a real question, how would you recommend someone to be a wingman? I have a small friend group of 5 people. One of us, unlike the rest of us, is really intent on trying to get a girlfriend. I was the only one amongst us to agree to help him get an upcoming event. Don't really have any prior experience and I don't want to be a hindrance, so what is the best approach? I assume since you guys are like, this is your main friend group, you know one another pretty well, right? Also, hi Flamdring, I forgot to say hi. Oh my gosh, my throat. I assume you know one another pretty well, so what I would do if I were you... Okay, your question is not important enough to cover my pretty face. There we go, better. Anyways, if I were you, since you know your friend well, try and steer the conversation to strengths of his that make him appealing. Like if you're like, your friend is talking to a girl and you're there too, gas your friend up, but don't do it in like a super like complimentary way. Just be like, oh yeah, you know, you had this thing recently that like you did like this expo, you know, or like you were a guest speaker at this. Just subtle things like that that you can like naturally integrate in the conversation to make him look cooler. You know? And what if your friend runs on electric, not gas? I don't know, talk to David Suzuki or something. Have David Suzuki be wingman instead. But what do you call it? Like, have... like, lead the conversation to things that he is really good at. And what else can you do? Bro, I need your Lambo when it's done. I mean, there actually is a bias thing where I don't remember exactly what this like what it's called, but there is a bias for something like that. Yeah, don't lie. Put your friend in a position where he is himself at his best. That is like the key to getting girls that he deserves, you know? And that will naturally have chemistry with him and mesh well. Yeah. Ugh. It's called being a gold digger. Well, I mean, think about it this way. If you were given, like, excellent advice from someone dressed in a suit versus someone in rags, your perception's gonna be different. It goes with everything, not just this, right? That's just my opinion. Don't let your friend lie. If your friend lies, he deserves it. You're only setting yourself up for failure with lies, for real, for real. Like, if it's something like, let's say they've been on a couple dates, and they want to... Let's say this girl really likes Game of Thrones, and he pretends he likes Game of Thrones. Don't do that. Instead, what your friend should do is... Your friend should be like, oh, I haven't gotten into that, but I've been meaning to get into it. Like, can you tell me about it? People love talking about things that they're passionate about, right? I don't know how good your friend is with girls, probably shit, but tell your friend to lead the conversation in the things that she's passionate about. Girls like good listeners. And then be an active listener, be engaged, okay? Like, tell your friend to ask about it, you know? Show that he really cares. And then if he can bring up something relevant to it that he enjoys, right? This is just basic good conversation skills. You know what I mean? And I think once your friend feels more confident actually speaking to them and having a conversation, then you can be like, oh yeah, maybe you want to get out of here. Maybe you want to, like, go on a date. Can I get your number? You know, stuff like that. Good night, wizard. Rest well. Leftovers are totally okay. There's nothing wrong with having leftovers. Dude, I hate one-word answers so much. They make me feel like shit. The thing is, think about it from their perspective. If someone gave me one-word answers all the time, right? I would feel like they don't care about anything I'm saying. And that's one of the things girls, like, hate most. You know? So there you go. You're welcome. I just got your friend a girlfriend. If she cheats on him or does anything wrong, not my responsibility. I hope that he only gets good things. This one? This one? Oh, it's this one. Okay. There we go. What this one now? Nope, not this one. Do you think it's worth it to just move to a new place? I had one friend do it and they came back for a visit as a new person in a good way. It is something an introverted person like myself should try. Is it something an introverted person like myself should try? How do you tell if it would be a beneficial decision? This is an interesting question. I knew someone that last year, they work in the tech industry, right? And their company was doing a lot of layoffs. And what they said to me was, they said, I hope I get fired, because if I get fired, it will force me to make a change in my life. It will force me to do different things. And some people function best when their back is against the wall. You know? I'm probably one of those people. Because I perform well under pressure typically. But my point is, and this person's very introverted, right? And they have a lot of anxiety. So what I'm trying to say is, sometimes a change of scenery can also be a change of perspective. Bye, Miguel. I thought you were going to bed a while ago. Good night. But yeah, a change in perspective can definitely be worth it. And like, I would look at other opportunities too. Like, what other things can you pursue that maybe you were holding back on? You know? When you're in a new space, it forces you to think differently. It forces you to go about your life differently. And when you are looking to move, right? What kind of changes are you looking to make in your life? You know? When maybe you want a different route to work, where maybe you walk to work instead, and while you're walking to work, you can force yourself to have new experiences. You know? Like, maybe because you're walking to work now, you go to a coffee shop, you know, every morning. And when you go to that coffee shop every morning, you force yourself to, like, try and make conversation with the barista. Stuff like that, where you can add little things to make your life better or different. And I mean, obviously, it's not gonna instantaneously work out, right? But when you are in a new place, sometimes you feel like a new person. Why do you think people rearrange their rooms in the middle of the night every, like, few months, right? They want to change a pace. They want to change up their life, and they are doing it in a small, controlled way. A move is just a bigger version of that. IMO. Well, if it's in the same city. If you're moving to a totally different, like, if you're moving to a different state or province or something, you might be really lonely at first. It's hard. I've moved, like, by myself before, pretty far away from my family, and it was very, very lonely. I mean, granted, my situation at the time was pretty shit, but, like, I moved far away, and I felt very isolated and alone. So I also didn't really make much of an effort to go out and have new experiences. So I think that if you're gonna move to a new place, it can definitely be worth it, so long as you don't half-ass it, you know? Hi, Kumo. I'm so much happier working as a civil servant now compared to when I worked at a private company. Oh, I'm glad that you're happier. Moving to a new place really changes you. Ever since I moved to another city for university, I got a bit more confident and social. I legitimately think of moving to a new place as new you. If you go to a new place, nobody knows you. You can be whoever you want to be. You know? It's like, imagine you get isekai'd, right? And you get put into someone else's body. You know what I mean? You don't feel the same sense of identity as the previous you, right? So you can just be whatever person you want to be. It's so much easier to be a different person. I could be cool. Sure. But yeah, like, you can be a different person because you don't feel the same attachment to being, like, you don't feel the same pressure to have the same habits because the same people that you were around that expected those things of you are no longer present. So you can reshape yourself without judgment, because nobody's gonna be like, oh, like, XYZ has really changed lately. Why are they changing? You don't have to worry about answering to anyone for why you are different now, you know? You don't have to deal with those awkward conversations. You can just be who you want to be, and nobody will be the wiser. So if you want to change who you are, I do think that would be good for you. God, I'm so fucking smart. Holy shit. How do you find so many people that are this smart? You don't. It's me. Hold up a second. The time I got reincarnated as a womanizer. Shut the fuck up, you fucking loser. Don't you dare even joke about that in this chat. Oh, there's some delusions that are just too dangerous to entertain. What the fuck? Oh. Okay, next one. I answered this one. Where is it? Oh, there we go. A sweet laughter, my team will laugh. I sound like I'm glitching. I wonder if you had any advice on how to prioritize what you need to get done and actually get into the mindset to get it done. As someone with ADHD, that's something I struggle with big time. Yeah, I know that feel. Good night, Kyra, as well. God, how do I deal with this? I guess for me, it really does sound like dial-up internet. I never thought of it like that before, but now that I think about it. Sorry, I got distracted. It's funny because the question's about ADHD. Well, what I do to prioritize what I need to get done, I make myself feel good about little tasks. It isn't super effective all the time, but it does help. Okay. Like, I try and give myself little tasks that I can say, oh, I just did this. And then I will get this, like, mini rush of feeling productive, right? And then I will start to tackle like, bigger tasks. And get them done. Like, I get into, like, hyper-focus mode. And, like, anytime I feel motivated, I try to do it. Little wins, especially first thing in the morning, like making your bed. Yeah, exactly. Good point, Lemon. Like, even if it's bringing your dishes down, like, from your room, or... Oh, I see 3 dishes in my corner. Don't worry about it. Bringing dishes down, or... maybe you picked up stuff off the floor. Maybe you did laundry. Maybe you, like, put dirty clothes in the laundry. For people with ADHD, these are pretty big W's sometimes, you know? I reward myself with snacks. Well, I understand being food motivated. Shit. Yeah. I can't believe Rana would gaslight me like this. What gaslighting? What are you talking about? Hi, Tavi. How are you? Hi, Leandro. I've had a really tough month, okay? I had like 6 bad things happen to me in succession. I was so sad, bro. I'm like... Sometimes I just get unlucky. Actually, when I talk to my friends sometimes, and I tell them like some of the stuff that happens to me, it's like comically unlucky. You know, like you see someone... in, what do you call it? How do I put this? You know, if you were watching a cartoon, right? And you see someone stub their toe, and then because they stub their toe, they fall, and then they fall into, like, a sticky trap. And then after they fall into a sticky trap because they knocked something over as they were falling into a sticky trap, then it triggers something to, like, hit a pillow nearby, and the pillow breaks, and then they get covered in feathers while they're covered in the stickiness. That's my life. It's just, it's hilarious. Unironically. I celebrate every win with a DoorDash. Clearly. You can take out your anger by punching me. You are not worth it. Also, thanks for the gifted. Man, give yourself easy wins. Easy ways to feel good about yourself. Don't worry about, you know, finishing XYZ by X date, unless it's like a hard deadline. I grind my ass, like, on Oh, I realize how bad that sounds out of concept. I put my ass to the grindstone, you know, when it's like come for like it's the due date time. And it's like I holy shit, something in my brain goes like, I get like a nitro boost. I go in a maximum overdrive within the 24 hours of a deadline. Dude, it's even worse because it keeps freezing me. It's so cringe. Like, it keeps freezing my model because it's opening these tabs. And I can't do anything. Oh my god. Let me see if I can save this. I'm so upset with spaghetti. Ah, shit. Yeah, I work well in stress crunch. If you work well under stress, you can give yourself artificial stress too. I don't know how recommended that is though, I'm not gonna lie. How do I back this up? How do oh, shit. My mom startled me. Why is it not working? Whatever, I give up. You win. Dude, it's gonna get even worse. When my sister comes back here, because my sister's coming back next month, I think. When she comes back, she's gonna fucking barge into my room all the time. I just know it. Oh, by the way, my sister and I sound super similar. Like, sometimes we'll answer the phone and we get confused as to whose voice is who. Well, I mean, the way I speak is differently. When I speak with my family, I sound super monotone. Like, I sound like this all the time, dude. When I talk with my family. I don't know what it is. I guess I just get, like, super lazy when I'm speaking. So I always sound like this when I talk with my family. And before you guys are asking, you can't date my sister. No, my sister is very different from me. How do I put this? How would I describe my sister? I'm trying to think. She is single, but not for you guys. How would I describe this? She's not a weeb. She actually kind of watches like more anime than me. But I read way more manhwa than she does. But like, she didn't watch anime for the longest time. When I watched anime, she didn't watch anime as much. When I stopped watching anime as much, she started watching more. Okay, if you guys are rich, you can be my brother-in-law. No cap. If you guys are rich and you'll give me an allowance, you can be my brother-in-law. You'll take care of me, right? Take care of me. Is she a normie? Yeah, she's kind of a normie. Anna doesn't want us to date her sister because then she couldn't NTR us like she could with I mean, that's one thing. How rich? You have to give me 2K a month as allowance. I'm holding my hand out. But, yeah. Also, you have to be... What would be a good age for her? I would say mid-30s, early 40s. Okay? Also, you have to be good-looking. $2K a month, that's actually not hard. Submit your application. Submit your application to be my sister's husband. She's getting to an age where she wants to pursue a relationship. The best I can do is a mean steak. Yeah. I'm glad you know your limits. Just be rich and handsome. And I'm telling you, okay guys, if you aren't handsome, I will make you handsome. I got you. I will fix you up. Why is my thingy not working? Nande. Nande. Why is my stuff fucking freezing? It's so fucking annoying. Nande. Can you hear me? Oh, did my VTube studio... Okay, there we go. Guys, 2K a month? 2K a month is for me. That's my allowance. You still need to provide for my sister. Okay. And then you need to give her money too. That bitch is broke. She's super pretty, but she broke. Yeah. I will say that she's emotionally communicative. My sister and I are very similar in that respect. We're very straightforward and communicate. You're in your 30s, but do you make money? This family has horrible financial luck. 2K a month is doable? Any of you guys saying 2K a month is doable, but I don't get 2K from you? Cap. Cap, okay? Hold on, I'm gonna check to see if any of you guys submitted applications. No way. No way. I accidentally pinned one. Oops. Sincerely think... Wait, hold up a second. Let me... I feel like... Sincerely, thank you for streaming. Thank you for your verbal abuse. I love being Renatic. I'm sorry I'm like this. I'm sorry you're like this too, Soul. You're not slick. Shut the fuck up. 2K in-game money instead? Oh yeah, give me like some MMO outfits. Yeah! It's doable by going on a new camera, so I just dropped like 4K on one with the lens and such. Oh, I think I heard you talking about that before. I hope that you enjoy it. Oh. By the way, I don't want 2K pesos. I want 2K USD. Not worthless monopoly Canadian money. 2K USD. I cried with Canadian monies. Canadian money is so shit. Welcome back, Sakamaki. 2K Canadian? No! 2K Canadian is so sad. 2,000 yen, no! Dude, Canadian money is worth. I say this as a Canadian. Born and raised. 2K Canadian is like 1,500 USD. Actually, what is it? Let me check up the conversion rate right now. CAD USD. Yeah, it's exactly like $1,503. Well, no, I lied. It's $1,504 more like. Apparently, USD is dropping. I don't know though. But yeah, if any of you guys want to become my brother-in-law, you gotta make money. My sister's pretty though. I can guarantee that. Like, my family has good genetics. Just not mentally. Like, we're smart, but we're fucked up, so... If you're into that... Although she's less crazy than me. So... Just letting you know. Is that really 100,000 pesos? No, Wiz paid. He paid his taxes. You don't think you could be a brother? Okay, just for that, I'm gonna make the two, like, if I ever make a 2K alert, right, it's just gonna be like Okaeri, Oni-chan! Because that'll be my future brother-in-law. Also, I wouldn't say no to euros. Or pounds. I could fix it. No, you can't. No, there was this thing I voice acted. Like, I read this online, then I voice acted to myself. What was it? Let's see. Fuck, what was it? It's like a little sister wants to go shopping or something. 遊園地がいいかな動物園かなでも、サビもいいかも。いっぱい買ってほしいな。ねえ、お兄ちゃん It was something like that. It was basically like a skit where, like, the little sister wanted to go shopping with her older brother. Welcome back, Yukiko. I'm glad that you enjoy listening to my streams while working. Where is the link to submit? Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't put it in the thing. Oh, it was just hair on my arm. I thought it was like a bug or something. It was just a hair that flew. Here you go, if y'all want to submit. I can't guarantee that I'll get to all of them, though. There you go. Yeah. Feel free to submit your applications. Okay. What is this one? Yeah, any advice on how to train your voice? You mentioned before that you don't have vocal training, but your singing voice is honestly already incredible. Oh, that's super sweet. Unfortunately, I can't provide the most helpful advice regarding this, but what I would say is don't be afraid to be weird. I don't know whether you're looking to get into like singing or voice acting, right? Oh yeah, I thought I pinned it. The fuck? There you go. Thank you for reminding me, Lemon. Yeah, I've only had like, I think a couple vocal lessons, like less than 10 in my life, and it was like very, very beginner things. I used to take violin lessons too. I also did not have many of those. I learned how to play Gavit. Gavit was like my favorite song on the violin. I wanted to learn a song from Tsubasa Chronicles, I think. Dun, 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 dun. So between 1 to 2K bi-weekly doesn't cut it, right? Maybe you should give me an example in Streamlabs right now so we can talk it out. 1K for my allowance. I will accept 1K for my allowance monthly for my future brother-in-law. This is also a deposit. It's like, you know, you're paying or like you're paying for fucking the Twitter checkmark, but you may not get approved. It's kind of how that works. Don't worry about the details. Hi, Enigma. I have to be realistic. Okay, I'll take it. And then it goes up. There's inflation on my allowance. Okay. So, I mean, insurance that we have good intentions with your family. Yes, and you can provide for my sister. I am also open to maybe accepting 20 goats. 20 goats as like a dowry. If I make a mistake and people call me an idiot, is there any good counterclaim to that? I mean, are you an idiot? Think long and hard about this one. I mean, realistically, right? Here. Not this one. Why doesn't it lock? Right? Find their insecurities. Attack their insecurities. Make them feel bad about themselves. Find the thing they are most sensitive about and use it against them. Okay? If they call you an idiot, go 0 to 100 on them. Ruin their life. Take their wife, if they have one. Take their bitches, if they have some. Take their dog, if they have one. Bitches did not refer to their dog. That was separate. Yeah. Just ruin their life. That's what I do. You're welcome. Oh, but yeah. I'm sorry. I can't really offer a ton of advice regarding this. But what I can say is you should ask Ophi about this. Ophi is classically trained. So... And she's very knowledgeable. She also has streams explaining it too. So I think those would be useful to you. I disagree with this, just so you know. You're just mad because I stole your girlfriend. Shut the fuck up. I mean... It's not like we were planning to run away together or anything. It's not like her bags are packed just in case you don't pay protection money 1 month. That would never happen. Right? To get attention from Rana, just call her an idiot. Depending on the insult you make, like I don't mind if people tease me, right? But some people just tease me in the wrong place at the wrong time, and then people act like I'm some like oversensitive streamer when they have never been a streamer, when they've never like dealt with people's bullshit on a daily basis. You have no fucking idea how much people annoy you during stream. And the thing is, you can't just stop whenever, right? And the thing is, it's not just one person either. If you work in customer service, it'll usually be like one person every other hour. Chat will gang up on you. You know? It's not the same thing. Rana's oversensitive to our BS. I disagree. I am not oversensitive. I'm very tolerant of you guys. Yeah, Oh, actually, I do have one tip for this. Don't be afraid to be loud. I was very, very self-conscious when I started singing. And because I was very self-conscious, right? I was very afraid to be loud. And because I was afraid to be loud, I couldn't feel which part. Like, I wasn't singing properly, right? And I couldn't... You know where sound is coming from and try to change where sound is coming from without hurting yourself. Be very careful. There are also lots of free tutorials that you can find online. Yeah, I'm not telling you to scream, but I'm telling you to, like, be forceful, you know? Like, okay, hold on. I changed my setup and I like, moved one of my monitors, so... so I could sing with more volume. Oh, shit. Hold on. 書いて打っていたいいよなんていないからけないでいてその手を伸ばして誰かに届くように焦がった君と同じ特別なんかじゃないからそうそう僕は夜あったよスタラスタラありだけの輝いて You know what I mean? Like I'm very clearly over my like regular volume. You know? Like use your whole body when you sing. Try and do that. Fuck bro. My thing is so low. You know what I mean? Like, so here's my speaking voice, right? And then here is my singing voice! No, like that's... Like, this would be the more of the volume that I would use. You know? Compared to when I'm speaking. But then again, I'm also a very soft-spoken person, to be honest. She has an actual a bag prep from last weekend that she didn't empty out yet? Imagine. Where is it? Oh shit. Wait, where is it? Wait, I wanted to cover this too. Wait. This one was pretty high. Oh, this is too high for me. Well, at least I can't do it in head voice. Maybe if I did it in chest voice. But yeah, you can definitely feel like if I was to sing Cellar Cellar like you know, that's very soft. So make sure that you are using more volume. Don't be afraid to be loud. God damn it, I closed it again. Oh, hold on. This is a very important question. I must answer this. Sorry, I skipped a couple. I'll get to them eventually. This one. How to marry me. Probably don't be a Renatic. That's step 1. Don't be a Renatic. Make lots of money. I'm giving a thumbs up. You can't see it, but I'm giving a thumbs up. Like crazy. Because I'm crazy. I'm also super clingy. How else I do this? Put up with my bullshit. Like... how do I describe this? Green flags, yes. It's if you guys have a color filter on, they're green flags. Don't worry about it. Have money. Money makes me happy. A lot of cuddling. I guess I'm a cuddler. I'm very clingy. So, okay, the type of person I am, like if I was ever in a relationship, right? I would go up to my partner and I'd be like, hug. I want hug. Give hug. But the thing is, for the first 3 months, I will just insult you. So, okay. First 3 months, it's 80% Sun. After that, it becomes like 60-40 Sun and Dere. Or 40-60, depending. How's that any different from now? Well, you guys are just worms to me right now, not even. Have I showed you guys that video of the... It's like a day in the life of a girlfriend that's a worm. And she's like, I make sure to text my boyfriend, asking him if he still loves me, even though I'm a worm. And she just does videos where she like pretends to be she's like using a gummy worm. And then she pretends to be like a girlfriend. And then she just texts her boyfriend over and over. Yeah, it's not an act. So, tsundere. 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 Needy GF overload. Okay, actually, needy streamer overload was way too meta for me. Low-key made me anxious. Here, let's look up the tsundere explanation. A person who or a character who swings between emotionally hot and cold, in particular when dealing with a love interest. So, I think I checked all except money. Are you handsome? I have a type. Do you guys want to know my type? Hold on. But also, Like, okay, if I was to go by, like, body type, right? The body type I like. And even to do— shut up! Shut the fuck up! You're getting timed out, roll. Don't talk shit about my bias. Who's a handsome? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, I also like toxic guys. Like, if they're toxic, that's just like a bonus, you know? It's so good when they're toxic. Okay, he's fictional, but hear me out. Why can't I find it? Well, nande. Wait, hold on. This is very important that you see this. Fuck, he's so fine. Holy shit. Oh, no wonder it didn't work. if we're gonna go with fictional men, this is Cardan from the Crow Prince. And I'm saying that if you look like this, it would not be a no. Tanned and shiny? I don't mind tanned. I don't really care that much. I do kind of like pretty boys. I do kind of like pretty boys. There's just something about them. And like, if they're obsessed with me, bonus points. It's like looking into a mirror for me. Is the mirror cracked? Is it an optical illusion? That doesn't sound right. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to think of like Western examples. But there aren't any celebrities that like I find super handsome. I'm not delusional. I know how my life will work, okay? I know what to expect. And it's not much, okay? Aww. Timothy Chalamet? Who's that? Let me look up. Nope, that's not my type. I can see how he's like attractive, but he's not my type. Rana's type: rich, handsome, absolutely jacked, and don't forget obsessed with me. Why are you so obsessed with me? Ryan Gosling? You're not bad, but not my type. He's a handsome dude, but not my type. Wow, all these dudes look the same. But to be honest, you don't need to be super good looking. If you have like a really fun personality and you're super loving, that's good enough for me. Why do they all look the same? What the heck? Obsessed with you and non-aromatic, kind of paradoxical. Do you think that people can't be obsessed with me without being aromatic? You'd be mistaken. I don't know. None of these... I'm looking. None of these dudes I find particularly handsome. They all look the same to me. Here, maybe I'll search up handsome pretty boy. Oops. Welcome back, Leandro. Oh. Guys, I have some unfortunate news. Unfortunately for me, visually, right? Visually, I'm saying, it seems my type is fuckboys. This is quite unfortunate. Yeah, I guess Zac Efron will kind of be my type, though I prefer dark hair, I think. Henry Cavill! How did I forget Henry Cavill? Oh my god. Yeah, Henry Cavill is super handsome. He's like crazy, like perfect. He's not super my type, right? But he's like really close-ish. He's like fine wine, you know? How old is he now? Age. He's not too old for me. There's a chance. There's a chance. You'd like to apologize for the pretty boy slander? I will accept your apology this once. 40, I don't care. Okay. I don't care. Isn't he married? Don't sweat the details. Don't sweat the details. Right? I heard that like once he was like late or something on set because he was doing a raid and wow. Like wow. Keanu Reeves is such a nice dude from what I understand. Oh shit, I was supposed to be doing advice but I got distracted by handsome men. But yeah, that's how you marry me. You're rich and you love me and only me. And you make sure to give me lots and lots of affection. And then, what else? Yeah, you're handsome. You make me a better person. You make me laugh. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I ever see myself getting married. You're trying to marry your sister, not you? Tell that to the Morrow that I got. I've actually gotten multiple Morrows asking about my hand in marriage. If you wanna earn my hand in marriage, slowly wear me down with Streamlabs. I'm just kidding, it won't work. I won't date you. That'll never happen. I'm not gonna give you false hope. Oh, let's see. My anime backlog has grown quite a bit now. What should I do to get the motivation to clear this backlog? Start with the one you're most interested in and watch one episode. Or watch clips of it. I don't know. I don't think they're off. It's just being weird. Let me test. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think they are broken. I don't know why it's broken. Could that be why it keeps asking me to reconnect? But it's a browser slice, it shouldn't matter. I didn't see what, I didn't see the one from Salt, but thank you. Collectively, Renatics live up to these standards. Cap. Thank you, Duke. What is this? Oh, but yeah, watch clips of the shows you want to watch. Plato's the backlog is just 2 animes, Isekai and One Piece. True, though. Wait, I was looking for something. Fuck, what was I doing? I don't remember what I was talking about. This one? Nope. Oh, this one. I mean, tiny. Thank you, Duke. Let's see. Anna, I work a delivery driver job, and recently I've been noticing some tightness or soreness in my hands and fingers after handling boxes all day. Is there any exercise for your hands and / fingers that can help me stretch them and alleviate that pain? Should I start putting my hands in ice water after work to stop the soreness? I feel like if I keep going at this rate, I'm going to develop something like carpal tunnel. I can definitely understand your concern. What you can do is get a rubber band. Like something with tension. Not too much tension though, that it'll snap. You want something with like a decent amount of tension, but a little bit of flexibility. Ideal guy have to be tall. Preferably tall, but 5, like 8 is okay. Maybe like 5'7". I would just like a couple inches taller than me. Preferably. But yeah, get something with tension, put it around your fingers, and then slowly extend your fingers outwards, like you splay your hand. Okay, so have your fingers pinched all together so that like your fingertips are all touching the tip of your thumb. Put the rubber band around them and slowly stretch them out, and do this over and over and hold it for like 5 seconds when you stretch it out. I personally, I'm not a doctor or anything, right? But maybe if you can afford to get like fish oil or something, right? Something to like lubricate your joints and stuff would be good. You know? Because I feel like rather than, it's probably, I do think that icing it would probably help. Also, hi Equinox! Like I said, I live up to most of your standards. Sure. The height standard of being 5'7"? Maybe. I could see that one for you guys. But, yeah, if you can ice them, that would be good. Don't do it too long, though. Try to do it like 50 minutes every 2 hours, because they might be swollen and you don't realize. Enjoy your dinner, Duke. And then, what else do you want to do? You could do the exercise I do for my hands. It stretches my finger decently. If you're stretching to the point of pain, do it to the point that it's uncomfortable, not painful. You know? Because if you're pained, usually when you do your stuff, you're pushing yourself too much. You know what I mean? And then, let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what other advice I can offer, sorry. Maybe try to eat foods that will help with arthritis, because I feel like if this is like tightness in your hands and your fingers, right? This is probably like a joint issue, I assume. Any advice on how to help you more, even though I don't have a money card? Don't worry about it. I joke about like you guys giving me money and stuff. And yeah, money's great, but don't ever do anything out of your means. Take care of yourself first. Hand grip tools? I mean, oh gosh. They aren't bad. You could get a hand grip tool. But it's also, a hand grip also exercises like your forearm. Like you can feel the tendons in your forearm. Which foods help with arthritis? I'm not sure. Let's Google together. And you can do stuff like time stamping, clipping, supporting you wherever possible, like leaving comments and stuff. Foods that help with arthritis. Fatty fish, oil, garlic, and onions. Green tea, olive oil, berries. Salmon. Seems like fit. It says omega-3 things. So increase your omega-3, I guess. But I really hope that it gets better. I know how debilitating and like exhausting it can be. Oh, nande. Why you do this? Sorry, my desktop is a mess. It's my fault. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I was right. Sorry, I was double checking the time. Where is it? Arthritis is an inflammatory disease. Generally avoid pro-inflammatory foods, and adding anti-inflammatory foods may help a little. Yeah, I've been taking turmeric for a while, like a turmeric mix. It's not bad. For a while, and it hasn't done a ton for me personally. I think I may have adult ADHD. I know I heard you mention once on stream you have it too. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, sorry. I mean, I got diagnosed when I was quite young. But I probably would go for another assessment. Are there any signs that people with that do for me to know if I have a case? I often forget stuff on a dime and have, and focusing on tasks can be impossible at times. Yeah, there are a couple like common symptoms, like hyper focus is one, where you have struggle, like you really struggle focusing on a lot of things. But things that you can focus on, you like super focus, and hours will pass and you won't realize it. This one I get a lot, but it's only for things that I like really enjoy. Though to be fair, I generally like I've trained myself to try and keep track of time really well, because I know that my time management isn't great, and I'm a kind of person like, what, for example, I expected to sleep today and not get much sleep. I didn't sleep at all, but I ended up expecting to sleep at like an hour. Well, like I set an alarm for an hour before streaming, and I set alarms in 15-minute intervals, and I do this all the time. A lot of people with ADHD also get anxiety and like overwhelmed with a lot of small tasks and tasks in general. It's very like mentally exhausting. Like I had to force myself, like really force myself to set up my computer and stuff, and I'm still not done. I mean, to be fair, I had to wait on a lot of stuff. Like I got my monitor, like I had to wait to get another monitor, and then after I got another monitor, I had to wait to get a cable. You know, it's all these like minor setbacks. Yeah, bad impulse control is one. I can definitely confirm that one, unfortunately. It's very sad. What else is there? Fuck, I can think of a bunch of them when, like, I'm not being asked. Here, let's look it up. Oh yeah, being unable to sit still, especially in calm or quiet surroundings. Yeah, I've changed my position like 40 times sitting here, and I like always fidget. Oh, it also, bear in mind that ADHD tends to manifest differently. I think my chat broke again. God damn it. ADHD tends to manifest differently in men and women. Like, girls with ADHD tend to be like quieter than guys, and this is something that people are like kind of figuring out now. This wasn't really something that was like discovered recently, and ADHD had like a very different, I guess, reputation. So if I were you, if you can't get a diagnosis, I wouldn't say I have ADHD, but like I would look at ways that people with ADHD work around that in their life. You know what I mean? Yeah, technically what I got diagnosed with is ADD, but nobody ever says ADD anymore. So, yeah. And I was told that was like out of date or something. Or maybe ADHD was one out of date. I don't know. Yeah. Those are some of the symptoms. Let's see. Poor time management skills, problems focusing on tasks, trouble multitasking, excessive activity or restlessness, poor planning, low frustration tolerance, frequent mood swings, problems following through and completing tasks, hot temper, trouble coping with stress, impulsiveness, disorganization, and problems prioritizing. What a world we live in. Hello, Ophi, my love. How are you? Someone sent Amaro earlier asking about like vocal training. I was like, they should ask you. So for anyone who has like an interest in vocal training, what would be the advice that you would give, Ophi? Yeah, the people thought that well, ADD wasn't like as common back then, so they thought that like you had to be hyper in order to have like an attention disorder, you know? But it's like, what do you call it? It's but people realize that you don't actually have to be hyper to have the same problems. And a lot of people actually got misdiagnosed as children because they were just kids being kids, but people thought that they had like attention issues. But the thing is, kids are never going to be able to fucking focus. I got diagnosed as an adult, BT dubs. Yeah, if you can't get a diagnosis or professional help or anything, totally understand that. It's expensive. I would just look up ways that people, like methods that people use to function better in their daily life and deal with these issues slowly, time by time, or like over time, and deal with them. You are not alone, my friend. There are lots of people like you, don't worry. It's hard to focus anyways. I don't know how people do that shit. Thank you, Leandro. I'm glad that you enjoy comfy streams, and I hope that this advice is helpful to anyone. It depends on what they're going for. Like, is it speaking wise, singing, or the specifics? I think they just want, like, I wasn't sure what they wanted either. That's what I said too. I was like, it depends on what you're going for. I think they said, I think it was singing though, based off of what they said, because they mentioned singing to me. Alright, next one. Cute. Sorry, I got a funny morrow. Oh, sorry. How do I request scab art or an art commission? Do I request a post, or do I also have other art to show with my request to have an example of how I want to look? Is tipping a thing? Any red flags to avoid? In the future, I want to commission art of a certain demon queen, but I don't want to come off as rude to the artist, especially if I go back to them for more business. Aww, cute. Here. I am a kind and generous god, so I'll show you guys. I commissioned some... Do I still have it? Coco. Did I throw it out? No. Yeah, no, it's definitely possible I threw it out. Hold on, let me grab it. Okay, okay. So I am working on something for you guys because I'll be doing more ASMR streams once my setup is finally done. And hopefully my sound quality will be better there. And maybe it won't be as hot here, so I can maybe do a pillow for it. I'll see. Where is it? Okay. Well, for example, here, I'll show you the reference sheet I made. I'll probably start with vocal warm-ups. Understanding what works for you and how to achieve sound without strain your injury, and understanding where your range is at. Once you get there, maybe you can start with scales, practicing songs in your range, studying different ways to your throat, or mouth, throat, and body make sound for singing. Okay, I'm glad that I gave similar advice because I did not want to lead them astray, and you know much more than me. Okay, so here. This is a reference sheet that I made. So on the left, I have my Madoru, and then I have the pose I want. And then I have the outfits in the bottom right I would want. And then I have the expressions I want And this is how I go about making a reference sheet. I try to have it clear, concise. You have to like be clear to the artist about what you want. If you are okay with them experimenting in certain areas, like let them know. Like for example, this is I actually did this through this is a scab. So what you do in scab is oh shoot. Fuck, that was super pretty. Let me see that for later. Oh, I like this person's rendering style. What did I say in my request? So usually what I say is like, I'll introduce myself and be like, hi, I'm Rana. I really like your art style. And I was wondering if you would be available for a commission to be done by XYZ date. If possible, I would like this pose and, you know, you can have flexibility with the pose. You can have flexibility with the expression, but I would really like this kind of outfit or something similar to it. I want these vibes. I want this type of energy. These things really help. So basically just be detailed and organized. And tipping is not really a culture for Skeb, but you can tip with like artists on Twitter and stuff. Like you can DM them or email them, and then usually they will like send you an invoice on PayPal. Do not pay through family or friends. Pay through an invoice. So you have to be more gentle about expanding your range. I personally think studying the body and how it contributes to the voice makes it and makes sound is the most important part of the foundation for singing and making sound. I agree. That's something I didn't really do, but like my singing improved a lot once like I became more aware of like where I was making sound in my body. And don't worry, I asked. But yeah, that was the, you know, the advice for this. For the reference sheet. And then you guys can keep that to yourself. Anyone who wasn't at stream doesn't deserve to see it. Fake ass bitches. That's true, I am super pretty and cute. I'm generally attracted to 2D girls more than 3D women. Is there hope for me, or does my bloodline end with me? I will tell you a story of a young Rana who is hopelessly in love with 𝑺𝑶𝑪𝑰𝑍𝑺, and she thought she would never like get married. She was so worried that she would never ever get married because she loved 𝑺𝑶𝑪𝑰𝑍𝑺 so much, dude. Even though 𝑺𝑶𝑪𝑰𝑍𝑺 had Kigali, okay? You know? Yeah, for Skeb you have to be a little different. You have to be aware of how it will translate. They say don't worry about it, but I've done this with like people on Twitter, like Japanese artists on Twitter and stuff, and I've translated from Deep L back to English over and over to see how it gets interpreted. Okay, Taskmaster, I hope that you stay safe. You try and like be simple, but don't expect everything to go like exactly as you expect on Skeb, because you can make edits. You know? Yeah, from Gundam Scene. No, I really liked 𝑺𝑶𝑪𝑰𝑍𝑺. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm dead serious. Okay? I was so scared that I would never ever fall in love with anyone else. Because I loved 𝑺𝑶𝑪𝑰𝑍𝑺 so much. Like I would watch a bunch of like Kaga Atha AMVs and I'd like self-insert myself as Kigali. It was a dark period of my life. Okay. And you know, it's funny because looking back, he wasn't really my type. Like he's not really my type now. But anyways, my point is I got over it. And you know, it's probably because you haven't been like exposing yourself to that many people, let alone people you like. How many women have you actually gotten to know that like you think highly of? Is your perception warped? You know? Like, I'm not shaming you, genuinely. I feel like maybe you just haven't been surrounded by people that you feel like you could have a relationship with, or maybe subconsciously to yourself, right? You feel like a relationship is not something that's within your grasp, and therefore you don't really get attracted to women because you feel like it will just like lead to heartbreak. You know? Something like that. I could see something like that being different. My perception is warped about women because I am a woman. There's a difference. Well, there's also that. Is this from you? I mean, that could definitely help. If you're a woman asking this question, then maybe the women that you met have just been not like suitable partners. Sometimes, like, you have to understand that like a lot of 2D characters are based off of ideals. So it's, in a sense, it's almost natural to be more attracted to them because they are representative of like what, you know, people would want. So if they're supposed to be what people would be like and be attracted to, didn't they kind of do their job? You know? You're welcome. I'm here to help you open your mind's eye. Like, characters are presented in a way where they want you to like them, you know? So if you are constantly making these comparisons, of course you're gonna struggle being attracted to real women with real flaws that are different from what you've been presented with. That's why, like, that's why people always glamorize things in media, you know? Or even with their own lives, right? They see someone, like, living their life on the internet, but they're, like, all these influencers that, like, lie about their lives. And they, like, for example, there was this one woman, and she was, like, she was taking photos and pretending to be traveling, right? But in reality, she was just doing, like, photo shoots in, like, a rented fake plane. You know what I mean? But people, so many people would, like, look up to her and think, oh yeah, I want that lifestyle. But do you really? Like, that isn't really super realistic. You know what I mean? I'm happy at the moment, so I see getting into a relationship is kind of a risk. I mean, any change you make in your life is gonna be a risk. If you don't desire companionship, you don't have to pursue it, right? But if you want companionship and the only reason you're not pursuing it is because you feel that, like, it's gonna ruin your current happiness, I would say maybe you should try and get to know people. But at the same time, right, maybe you aren't ready for a relationship if that's your attitude towards it. It sounds like you can't, like, you struggle managing both. And I don't blame you, because it's difficult to, like, juggle a relationship, especially when you feel like you just got your life together. If you aren't willing to give that up, or, like, you're not willing to put yourself in a position where that could potentially change, because the thing is, you're not just accountable for yourself when you're in a relationship. You seriously did just make me realize something with this. Thanks so much. Hey, I'm happy to help, DJ. I'm genuinely glad that it helped you realize something. Hopefully something good. I hope so. Yeah. Honestly, I feel lonely all the time, but I know for sure I can't handle a relationship. It's easier to feel lonely when you're not satisfied with yourself. I don't blame you, Neo. It's hard to not feel lonely too. For the longest time, I didn't really feel like I had a lot of fulfilling relationships in my life. It's hard to find people that make you feel that way. You know? And it's also, it's very important to be happy being by yourself, because you're not always gonna be with someone, you know? Like, someone's not always gonna be there for you. And maybe, even if you have people in your life that you're close to, you can't talk to everyone about everything, or maybe you're not ready to talk to them about something yet. And that's totally understandable too. Everyone goes at their own pace. This way? I'm filing my nails, sorry. My life is already mostly in ruins. The relationship is a long shot. I don't know what your life is like, but... And I can't promise that it's just gonna get better, right? But I do know that when you're in a shitty situation, it always feels way worse to be in that situation than it will be out of it. I know it sounds like common sense, right? But your perception of the situation when you're in it is never really accurate. You know what I mean? You have those emotions going on day by day. They're intensified compared to if you had an objective look at it, maybe like a year later, a month later even, or maybe even like a week later, once you process things, because you are constantly dealing with this. You never really have time to put distance between this terrible situation and you, and, you know, process it, take time, and like examine your emotions, because you're constantly feeling those emotions. It can always be worse, right? True, for real, for real. Welcome back, Slippa. What was this one? Where is it? How do I cheer up a streamer who's having a bad day, either on stream or on Twitter? Money. No, actually, to be honest, what cheers me up most is probably getting like genuine morals. When I feel sad, I read morals. Like, I have some of them I just haven't deleted, but I have like 234 morals right now. But yeah, money and morals cheer me up. Actually, arguably, I would say morals definitely cheer me up more. Like, sometimes when I'm sad, I think I've told you guys this before, but I have like a private channel where I just keep compliments that I really like about myself, you know? I was honest. I said money. But like, Good night, hero. Rest well. Now, money does cheer me up, right? I said money, but even that sometimes. How would I describe this? Sometimes, even if I get money, it's like I'm an abyss. I'll feel happy for like, this isn't all the time, right? But sometimes I'll feel happy for a little bit, and then I'll just suddenly realize, oh, I'm not happy anymore. At least with the heartfelt compliments. Especially since like it's anonymous, it feels a little more genuine to me, you know? And like, how would I describe this? I guess for me, right? I've never really had a lot of people, if any people in my life, that remembered little things about me. So when people notice things about me and like send me morals appreciating like little things I do that other people don't really mention, that makes me feel like I have something, like I can work a little harder, you know? This is when you know when I said I relate to Kana the other day? When Kana's like... Hold on, where's that scene with Kana? Kana... Is it this one? When she's like, praise me like you did your best. Hearing that, I try much, much harder still. Anybody noticed me. I've always related to that aspect of Kana. You know? I love rewatching this clip. Especially watching Aqua cheer. Dude, I was crying during this episode. I gonna beam. I remember I heard her say Anta no Oshinoko, and I was like, oh, she said it! She said the name of the show! For which series? For Oshinoko. Yeah, I'm Team Akane, by the way. But I really like Kana as a character, and I find her really, really relatable. But yeah, that aspect of Kana I've always related to. And that's why, like, it feels a little easier to go on knowing that, you know, at least someone notices me. Especially in such like a, I guess like a super saturated market, you know, where it's hard to stand out. It's nice to have someone that cares enough about you to notice the little details. Not that I don't appreciate like people giving me money and stuff. Like that's still your time, your energy that you're spending on me. But yeah. This just, it feels a little more heartfelt to me, I guess, if that makes sense. Where is it? Who's the person that just said I love Rana over and over? Oh, this one was super old, but I accidentally pinned it, so I didn't respond. The advice I seek is of a romantic nature, Miss Rana. How do I win over an idiot? I've been actively trying for a few months now to no success. I don't know this situation, but how straightforward have you been, really? I've never been dense about this stuff, but yeah, I would say be direct. Personally, I've always been pretty quick to pick up if someone was flirting with me. But like, just why haven't you just told them? Like, genuinely, just be confident and be like, I really like you. Like, I think you're cool. I care for you. I like all these things about you. Would you maybe want to give me a shot? Yeah. Just tell them straight up your intentions. And if they still don't get it after you say I like you, tag on that you like them romantically. Some people genuinely don't understand. Thunder almost hit my house as soon as you started streaming. Should I check if my house is on fire or just keep watching a stream? Was this Taskmaster? He said a storm was coming. Well, I guess he decided. You have any advice on how to manage finances? Whoever sent this, you dumb motherfucker, you know I have the worst financial advice possible. Well, I can give you advice, but I can't follow it. Get tax-free savings account. Get tax-free savings account. Like budget, put a percentage towards each thing every month. Like have XYZ for fun money, XYZ for bills, like percentage. You know, XYZ for savings. Damn. Let's see, what's this one? Saikunobi! Oh, let me delete these. Also, I got to end stream soon, just so you know. This one? Okay. Oh. Is it this one? Hey Rana, I hope you're doing great. Do you have any advice for someone learning English as a second language? I have a lot of difficulty with pronunciation and enunciation, and since your job largely consists of talking to an audience, I was wondering if you ever did any sort of vocal exercise to help with this. Well, English is my first language, but I guess one thing that helped me with, like, I guess being more actively speaking on stream was hearing myself. Like, realizing how you sound when you speak is really important, and try and speak some words slowly. I know that sounds really basic, but if you're having trouble with a word, right, you can look up the pronunciation. Also, your fucking English grammar is really good then, if you sent this tomorrow. What the heck? Yeah, most ESL people are way better than actual English speakers, unironically. What do you call it? You can look up pronunciation videos for, like, if you want to pronounce the word potato or something, right? You can slow the video down to like 0.5 and then slowly form the sounds, because, like, for example, well, I'm trying to think of like an equivalent. Like, I guess in Japanese, like, how it's more difficult with R's and stuff, like riaru. If you were to say real, sometimes people say riaru. It's because there are certain sounds that people have difficulty transitioning. Rial. And it's because they don't realize where they're placing their tongue a lot of the time. Yeah, you're definitely doing better than you think. Also, just watch things. Watch things in English. I mean, if you watch stream, then I'm sure that you do. This reminds me of that, was it Melico that did that list of VTubers and Niji Sanji to learn English from? Like a tier list? It kind of reminds me of that. I don't know if my English would be good to listen to. I don't really think so. I don't feel like people listening to my English would help them learn. Especially because the way I pronounce things changes constantly. It would be really inconsistent information. Because sometimes I'm just like really lazy with the way I speak, you know? So it sounds like I have like an accent or something. Well, I mean, I've been told I have like a Canadian accent, but I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know what Canadian accent sounds like aside from like a Newfie accent. Yeah, definitely consume content in other languages. Don't be afraid to slow it down, so that you can like really hear the pronunciation. And oh my god, people in English pronounce things differently all the time, like pronunciation versus pronunciation, February versus February. It's just some things sound awkward, you know? It's like in Korean, there's like one of the explanations for how you pronounce one of the like things at the end of a block of letters or like a block of syllables is like you don't have enough time to say it, and that's why it gets cut off and turned into a different sound. And that's how it works in English too. Yeah, consume a lot of English content, slow things down. It seems like your English is already really good. You're probably just self-conscious of your accent, and there's nothing wrong with having an accent. A lot of people like accents, you know? I thought you were Latina when I first heard you because of your inflection. Do you mean like just in general? I mean, my mom... Well, I am technically part Spanish, but nobody speaks Spanish in this household. We speak Tagalog. Yeah, it's always it's always the ESL people that apologize for having bad English, but then their English is like 10 times better than everyone else that speaks English. I gotta end soon. Any advice for getting out of the NEET mindset and into the college/job market? Hate yourself. I'm just kidding. I hated myself plenty and it didn't do anything for me. But to be fair, it was because... Holy shit, my back. I don't think it did anything for me because I had things to fall back on. When you don't have things to fall back on as much, you feel more motivated to get out of your situation. Because if you're constantly relying on like outside factors or people that can help you, people that enable you, right? Then you're what do you call it? Like, it's very easy to subconsciously fall into complacency. You know what I mean? Hating yourself doesn't work as a motivator. It does sometimes delude. The fuck? Yeah, technically everybody has an accent. Yeah. I kind of got that feeling when you recognize Filipino terms. Well, I'm mestiza, so... Unfortunately, I don't really speak any languages other than English. I can understand decent amounts from some other languages, but not like speak. But yeah, find something that you enjoy that you want to pursue. Even if it's like a hobby, right? Start getting yourself, or like a productive hobby, I guess. Not just like playing video games, but like even like transitioning video games into content creation, right? Start pursuing something more seriously that you enjoy and making a routine out of it. Because once you have like a routine going, because that's part of what makes being a NEET so, like, I guess as funny as it sounds, what makes being a NEET so difficult, or like getting out of a NEET mindset so difficult, is because you don't have a routine to stick to. You don't have to do XYZ every day. You don't have to like... I'm not sure if you're in a situation where you don't have to pay bills or whatever, but like you are kind of allowed to be complacent, you know? So put yourself in a situation where you can take things more seriously. I don't know, I've traveled a couple times and I don't know if anyone has actually pinpointed me as Canadian. Maybe. Whenever I would go to the US, people would pinpoint me as Canadian. Thank you, Nobi. Oh, this one's important, so I'm gonna skip to this one. How to not trigger a VTuber or a streamer in general. It's hard to tell if they will get angry by something sometimes. Don't compare them to other VTubers. Don't do it. It's bad. You think they don't already make comparisons? Don't do it. Don't do it. If they say don't do something, don't do it. I'm begging you. This is the most basic thing, but it happens fucking constantly, dude. It's so fucking annoying. Welcome back, Senko. Dude, I'm like rocking in my chair because this shit triggers me so much. Don't compare people, okay? Watch out on backseating. Not everyone is like okay with backseating. Don't be fucking condescending, okay? I'm like, dude, it's so fucking condescending when I'm like 8 hours into a playthrough and someone can clearly tell I'm 8 hours into the playthrough. and they say the most basic things. And I get it, yeah, sometimes I don't realize it. But like, oh my god. Sometimes people are just so fucking annoying. Yeah, that's why I haven't streamed Elden Ring for 2 weeks. You guys pissed me off. So my Elden Ring went on cooldown. Like, unironically. People are so cringe in chat. Sometimes I get secondhand embarrassment. You aren't the only person to have complained about that, actually. Yeah, no, let's see. I said that their eyebrows were above their hair. But if they have long bangs, doesn't that make sense? I mean, everyone gets bothered by different things. Some people are just self-conscious. Ultimately, okay, I will say that you're not gonna know every single trigger for a VTuber. Read their rules. But like, some people do have like things that are pet peeves for them that you couldn't possibly know unless you actually interacted with them a decent amount, or they got mad at somebody else. Sometimes somebody needs to step on the like landmine. Oh, don't say your model looks like XYZ. I don't, especially if it's another VTuber. People get pissed at that. I personally don't mind people bringing up Drakengard, but it does happen a lot. Yeah. Oh, I should probably end. Unfortunately, couldn't get to everything. Let me see. Okay, this one looks important, so let me try and do this one real quick. Well, not that the others aren't important, but this person seems to quite need it. So let me try and give a detailed answer as possible in this time frame. I work on something related to what I like, and although I didn't go to college or uni, I have a normal income for where I live. I can give myself some material reward every 6 or 7 months, like a new monitor, using the same one for 10 years exactly, but I'm afraid of getting stuck or complacent, especially because I know I can do a lot more and better. A friend told me I may have a midlife crisis, but I'm a little young for that, but one never knows. I think what I want to say is I'm not really happy. In the past I had strong depression problems, but now I know how hellish that is, and I would never come back. And yes, I'm very lonely, but at this point I'm used to it. I only socialize when I do bicycling outside every day, 1 day a week for health purposes. I feel at this point I should be happy with what I have, but again, I'm not happy. Video games, anime, and VTuber help, but when I put my head on the pillow, I have that feeling of sadness and wondering for happiness. Just because you feel like you should be happy because you have like your life isn't complete garbage doesn't mean you have to be happy. Happiness comes in different forms for different people. You know? Why should you have to push someone's forms or like someone's perception of happiness on yourself just because they think you should be happy? At the end of the day, it's your life, right? And I mean, yeah, you're in a lucky position to be able to work on what you want, but why can't you want more? What's wrong with wanting more? I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting more. My entire job is about being more, wanting more, growing more. You know? There's a reason why you can make your way up in like the world and like in careers. But if I were you, right, if you're concerned about getting complacent, I think you need a change of pace. You've probably been stagnant for so long that you feel like maybe you're like wasting your life or not doing enough with your life. And like, because what you have isn't enough for you, right? You're not happy. It doesn't necessarily mean you're depressed, but you're not happy. You know, there are lots of different ways that you can find fulfillment in your life. I don't understand, like, no, not understand isn't the right word. What is stopping you from socializing more? You didn't say why you're not socializing more. Is it because you don't want to? Is it because you're scared? Is it because you don't know how to anymore? Is it because you're worried that like maybe you won't find the connection you want? Are you worried that like even if you do find someone that like you enjoy spending time with and makes you happy, right? You're not going to feel happy overall in your life? Because let me tell you, it's not that simple. You can feel happy with some aspects of your life, but you may not be happy with your life. And that's totally okay and understandable. Why don't you ask your management why don't you ask like, what kind of responsibility can I take? You know, I want to do more. What kind of like tasks would you have me do? Or go out of your way to do more at your job to get noticed? Because you say, I know I can do a lot more and better. What's stopping you from doing better or doing more? Are you afraid that you will, like, you're gonna work hard and it won't go noticed? Because that's a valid fear, but you don't know until you actually do it. Sometimes you work hard and then the right person notices you at the right time and it changes your life forever. But you're not gonna know unless you actually do that. You know what I mean? It's okay, Poneglyph. You'll get through it. It wouldn't be a midlife crisis if everyone didn't go through it at their midlife, you know? Hi, Chavi. Rest well. Dude, fuck, I'm sweaty. Eat this shit. Like, it sounds like you are trying to put yourself in this box of complacency because you are afraid to want more in your life. That's just my opinion. I don't know if this is true, but it sounds like you're putting yourself in a position where if you don't try for more, like eventually maybe you'll become happy with what you have. Because you feel like with what you have, you should be happy. But it's not that simple. You know what I mean? I don't know if this makes sense to you guys. A lot of the time, hard work is only rewarded with more work. It depends on the job and it depends on who you talk to. Sometimes you can use these things to build a portfolio and then you can use that to like leverage an offer with another company or something like that. I don't know how many options you've been exploring either. Like, have you been exploring jobs at other places? Have you been exploring, like, what do you feel like you can do better? Your job? I mean, I don't doubt that you can do better, but I'm just not sure why you're not doing better if you know you can do better now. You know what I mean? That said, make sure not to let people take advantage of you. There are some people that, like, if they find out that you can do the work of how many people, they're gonna keep you in that position because it's cheaper. Hi, Shinobi. I hope that you're having a good day. Man, I forgot I haven't slept all night. What page was I? I think I read like 250 pages. I read so slow now. But yeah, I don't know if this is helpful to you, but just know that you are not alone in this. A lot of people feel this way, and this is gonna sound bad, but I don't think that you should be happy. If you feel that you're not happy with your life, right? There's probably a reason for it. And I don't think you should force yourself to be happy. Or like try to force yourself into this mentality that you should be happy when you know that you need more and you want more in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think that if you want, well, which you do want happiness, right? I think that the first step would be getting over the hurdle that happiness is what, like, happiness should be what you have right now. Because it clearly isn't. You know what I mean? So I think that fixing that mentality would help you a lot. And exploring new things that you can enjoy. And can find fulfillment in. I'm not sure exactly why you're hesitating on some things, but I would re-examine your reasons. Because a lot of the times for things like this, the hardest part is starting. Especially when you've been in a loop for how long, you've been doing the same thing for how long that you just feel like this is where you are in life. But there are people that go back to school in their like 30s, 40s, and they totally change careers. You can do whatever you want with your life. It's just about you being willing to take that risk, you know, and you being willing to put in that effort. I'm not saying you should quit your job, don't do that. But like, maybe you should explore ways that you can advance in your job, whether it be personally or otherwise. Like maybe you should try and turn it into like a personal thing, like a personal business. Like if you're an artist, maybe sell stickers online or something. That said, unfortunately, I have a meeting soon, so I'm gonna have to skedaddle. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everyone's Maros. I'll probably, like, next time I do an invite stream, I will get to them when I can. I don't know if everyone who sent them will be present, but I hope that any advice I did give helped you out, genuinely. Let me see. Is there anyone? I can read Erika. How long has she been streaming? Well, she'll probably stream for Also, thank you, Leandro. See, I did give great advice. Shocking, right? But yeah, I hope that you guys have fun. Un momento, por favor. Let me just say thank you. Let me go to the washroom. I gotta hurry up. What was I doing here? Oh yes, I remember. I remember now. Oh, also, actually, really quick. I didn't set up an appointment because I realized I'm too poor. Unlucky. That said, really quick before I end, what do you guys think? Is a reasonable goal for like a membership goal for Stellar cover? I don't know. Oh, also let me say thank you. I forgot. Before I forget. Thank you, DuelLogs. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Ida. Thank you, Quispy. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, ThinWhiteDuke. Thank you, Gaino. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Soda. Thank you, Wiz. Thank you, Fumi. Thank you, Fires. Yeah, we're at 650 right now. $900, 1,000, really? That seems like a lot. 900? More emotes? There are more emotes that are being worked on, but they're in the membership chat. I commissioned them a while ago, and I showed you guys the sketches here. I'll show you real quick. Does anyone? Oh gosh. Hold on, I have to take screenshots of these because there are so many. So here are some. And then here are... These are all I've gotten. I need to ask for another update. Okay. Oh yeah, I do need to ask about the mascot. Here are more. And then this is the... It's like I did commission these a while ago, but I gave a deadline of like 2 months because I was asking when she's busy. Is this one? Oh, this one. And then these ones. So these are future emotes. But yeah. Okay, so we'll do a goal of 900 for Stellar. That seems to be the general consensus. Yeah, no, I don't blame you guys for forgetting about them. It's been a while. When was this? Oh shit! Okay, oh, that wasn't that long ago. It was like June 20th. Okay, that's not so bad. It feels like so much more time has passed. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, okay, we'll do 900 for Stellar. And then I'm going to raid Erika. See you later. Bye bye. Sorry, I gotta go. Skedaddle.